Hello, hello, yogis, and welcome to our Sunday class. So, for our Sunday practices, you just never really know what you're going to get. Each day is a little bit different. And I woke up this morning inspired to do a wall practice. So, that's what we're going to do today. So, the benefit of using the wall is we have that as a support system. Now, whether you use a wall, maybe the back of a couch or the front of the couch, a bed, you can use anything that helps you to support your legs to be elevated. And the benefits of a wall practice are for our digestion, for our circulation, and for our nervous system. So that relaxation, coming into that rest and digest relaxation. So let's go ahead and bring ourselves up onto the wall, and then we will let ourselves sink in and get grounded for our practice. It's not always pretty the way that you get up there, but you kind of have to scooch yourself up. Oh, I highly recommend that you put a blanket underneath the low back for a little bit of extra comfort underneath the low back. And we'll bring those legs straight up. And we'll start with our hands down by our side. And just take a moment to let ourselves kind of sink and settle in. Let's start to become aware of our breath. So this is a standard legs up the wall. Just getting yourself there, however that looks. So I've been told that this is very good for our urinary tract. And if you're someone that gets up frequently through the night to go to the bathroom, if you lie like this for 10 minutes before you go to bed, it can help alleviate those evening bathroom breaks, helping you to get a more sound and deep sleep because you're staying in that consistent sleep for longer. Start to feel your breath expand and release. As you start to deepen your breath, start to send the breath all the way down into the belly. Fill the lungs, fully expand, pause at the top. And then fully exhale as you draw your belly button toward your spine, getting all of the air out of the body. Let's take a couple more deep breaths here. Send the breath deep into the belly. Fill the lungs, fully expand and pause. And open mouth, exhale, breathe it out, let it go. Let's maintain this nice sturdy rhythm of breath, inhales and exhales through the nose. Maybe you want to press your tongue against the roof of your mouth to create some restriction in the back of your throat. This posture is also really good for indigestion. So if you ever have an upset stomach after you eat, lying with legs up the wall can be really helpful. And again, it doesn't have to be a wall. It's just anything that can support your legs. All right, let's bring the right knee in and keep the left leg extended and bring it in all the way to the point where your foot is planted on the wall and your leg is extended straight up. Wrapping your hands around your knee and maybe just letting the hands hang heavy on either side of the knee, helping to create a little bit of compression in that right hip flexor. Compression is really good for our connective tissue, so our joints, our ligaments, our fascia. Take a few more deep breaths here. And let's switch it out. Extend the right leg up. Maybe take a moment to roll out your ankle. And then bend into the left leg. Wrap the hands around that knee. Draw the knee in. Feel into that compression through the left side. One thing that I really like about wall yoga is that it is doing things that we cannot see. Like we could lie for the full 30 minutes with our legs up the wall, and we would get a number of benefits from that alone. So then we bring in some variation into the legs and we get even more benefits. Let's extend that left leg up. Take a moment, roll out your ankle. What you doing? And let's bring the soles of the feet together, the knees out wide, and let ourselves hang out in a supported butterfly pose, supine. So maybe your feet are higher up on the wall. That's totally okay. You're just finding this in your body, letting your knees come out wide to whatever point your body allows. And let's bring our hands down by our side, close down the eyes. Come back to your breath. Let's take a couple more deep breaths here. And this time we're going to come into, actually, let's extend the legs up the wall first, finding that neutral space. Take a couple deep breaths. And let's bend into the left leg. Bring the left ankle above the right knee for a figure four. And then if you'd like to create a little bit more sensation, you can bend into the right foot so that that ankle, the left ankle, is drawn a little bit closer to the upper body. And let's take a few deep breaths here. Letting yourself settle in, letting yourself sink in. Maybe you're really feeling that stretch through the left hip flexor. Maybe you want to tuck that tailbone toward the floor a little bit more. For me and my body, when I do that, that intensifies the stretch through the backside of the left leg. Take a couple more deep breaths here. And then we'll switch it out, extending the left leg up, bringing the right ankle above the left knee, and then bringing that left foot onto the floor or onto the wall. And feel into that right hip. You do want the low back to be connected to the floor, to the blanket. So just bringing the foot to a point where you can feel some stretch. Maybe there's even some intensity in that stretch down the right side. And let's bring that right foot onto the wall. Take the feet hip width distance apart and shift your knees from side to side. And then slowly, gently start to walk both feet over to the right. Plant your arms coming into a twist. Just finding this twist in your body, whatever that looks like, whatever that feels like. Take a few deep breaths. When your mind wanders, just draw your awareness back into your practice. Let's take a couple more deep breaths here. And then let's bring our legs through center. Take a moment, squeeze them into the front line, helping to square everything off. And then walk your feet over to the left. Tee out your arms, gaze toward the right. Coming into that twist to the opposite side. Come back to your breath. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. And bring your feet back through center. Let's come straight back up, legs up the wall. Arms can stay teed out. Let the shoulders feel completely supported. Notice what you're feeling through your legs. I'm feeling some heat in the left hip. We'll take a couple more deep breaths here at neutral. And one more hip opener. So I'm going to offer 2 variations here. Either to bring the feet onto the wall with the knees out wide and tuck that tailbone under, or extending the legs out, coming into more of a wide leg reclined or a wall split. So either feet on the floor, feet pointed out, heels in. This is really opening up through the hip flexors, or that wide leg, open, split. And for this pose, let's bring one hand onto our heart and one hand onto our belly. Let's take a couple more deep breaths here. And let's bring our legs all the way back up. And this is going to be our Shavasana for today. This final resting pose. Neutral, natural. And slowly, gently, start to work your way off the wall. I like to walk my legs over to one side, fetal position, bringing the top hand down, pressing the mat away, and coming back into our easy seat, cross-legged. Ground down into those sitting bones. Let's press our palms through heart center as we connect to today's affirmation. I am in control of my destiny and motivated to shape it. As we continue to show up on our mats, to show up for our practice, this practice ripples out into many different directions and aspects of ourselves. For me, it's always offered me clarity, a space to connect to my inner compass and connect to my most authentic self and my most authentic dreams and desires. In today's practice, there was long moments of silence. Sometimes those moments can be challenging, but I always find that in silence and in stillness, there is guidance. Thank you so much for being here today, for being on this 30-day journey. We're rounding into week number 4. Congratulations. I look forward to continue to share this practice with you as the week continues, as we wrap up the 30 days. Let's finish strong. Keep it up. The light, the love, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light, the love, the wisdom in you. Namaste. I hope to see you tomorrow on your mats for our Vinyasa practice. And throughout the rest of the week, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And until we meet again, may your light be your guide.